Welcome back. It is Dawn with For Grace Creations, and we are at another day of December 2024. Today is December 17th, and so we have, it says flip out page and old photos. I have a couple of ideas. They're all fairly quick, but I wanted to start with the easiest because some of us don't have a lot of supplies. So do you have books? I've got this old book. Now, you could use any book. Here's a book page. And look, this one already has an old photo. It says 1863. Grab your book, open it up, grab a page, rip it out, and then keep in mind, you're going to want it to fit a page in your journal. So I'm going to put mine in like this, which means it's going to fit this way. So I'm just going to rip it. So we want to make sure it's going to fit this way and this way. That's the only thing you have to make sure. And this looks like it is going to fit as is. So let's just keep that here. So now grab some fabric, or if you don't have fabric, washi tape will work. So I'm going to use this. And I'm going to actually put it in this way. And so I'm going to measure my fabric and just trim it off a hair shorter. So like just a hair shorter than my page. Yeah, it's a hair smaller. And then it doesn't really matter how wide you go, but you do, I would say you would at least need, an inch wide. I'm going to go a little bit wider just for fun. And here's all we're going to do, you guys. If it goes in like that to flip out, I actually want it this way because I'm going to attach the material here, and then attach it here. You could use PVA glue like cheap Elmer School glue. You could even water it down. Art glitter glue, Barely Art works, your Fabri-Tac works. So for this one, just because I want it to dry fast, you could probably use hot glue as well. So I just put a little glue on there. I don't think that's going to be enough. No, because my fabric is kind of wide, so we'll get a little more on there. See how we left it hanging over? Okay, so we're gonna glue the fabric over to this side. So you see how this book page is sticking out? You want it not to stick out. As a matter of fact, we could put it just inside this a little bit. Fold this over. Squish it down. Okay, and now, look, flip out. So you see how you can see a line of fabric there? I guess I could have put it a little closer. And we've completed our prompt that quick because it's an old photo and it's a flip out page. Now, obviously, you might want to come back and do some decorating or maybe glue on a piece of coffee dyed paper, something, to write on. But for now, we'll leave this just because I wanted to show you the basics of it. So, and again, you could use washi tape. You just want to make sure that washi tape is wide enough. You can get some on this page here and some on this page here so that it holds it down. I'm just going to put a 17 right in the corner there. All right, now that one is done. Let's see, I've got this that I already did. I took a book page. Let's just get my glue book. I ripped a page out, and what I did here, if I look, is I cut it down so it will fit into the book, up and down vertically. Okay, and then you fold over. I'm going to fold over this side. Doesn't matter which side you fold over. But don't use a book that's real brittle, because it'll break down there. So we have that. Now, if you notice, this one's a pocket. So all you do, let's just grab this because it was sitting there. Any book page would work. Let's take the white part off real quick. And then this would go here. Make sure it's straight. It folds back like that. We're just going to tear it off so it matches the book page approximately back here. Okay, so back here, we want to glue them together. There we go. So we've got that flap, and then I just glued on the side and you have a pocket. Or you could fold it in. There we go. I'll just do that. I'm going to glue this flap down so that it's not in the way. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little glue here on the side, because that's going to, oh, and the bottom, Dawn. Otherwise, whatever you put in that pocket is going to fall out. There we go. So now we have a pocket, and what that does, and that's already an old photo, but we can decorate more later. Let me grab my other journal. And what that does is you now take this piece that we, folded over and put that around the page. And then just come back here and glue it down. So we fold that in, press it down. And then we have, oops, we have a page that doesn't fit in the camera. There we go. We have a page that flips out, and it's a pocket. I do want to take my 17, and I'll just put it right down there for now, because I want to go back to another page. How about this one? And I do want to glue this one down. Oh, but look, I folded it on that side, so it'll have to go this way. Now, when I said be aware of your book page not being too brittle, here's why. It cracks. Do you see that? And the more it gets opened and closed, the more it's going to break down. So if you have that problem, here's what I do. I just grab some washi tape, grab my stick glue, and then just get an approximate. There we go. And I'm going to run my tape over my glue. There we go. And I'm just going to put this over where it folds. And then, since this one is really brittle, I'm going to go ahead and do this side too. And then let it dry thoroughly before you fold it again. But then once you fold it over, you just put your glue here and attach it to your page, and you have another flip out with a pocket. Okay, I'm going to keep that there because it does need to dry. I have an old photo. It's thick, but it is a family photo that I don't know the people, obviously, because it's very old. It says Harney, German. I'm thinking I want to add this and show you how to do something like a photo or maybe an old postcard, something like that. Oh yeah, this page. That's kind of wedding-ish. We'll do this page as a flip out. Now, again, we could use washi tape or fabric, but I wanted to try something. I wonder if lace would work. I mean, obviously I'm going to cover up some of their faces, but would lace work? I don't know. Let's see. So I'm going to put the lace right up near the top and then come down here and cut it just a wee bit shorter than the photo. And this is the lace that Kristen sent me. Oh, maybe we put it like that. That's pretty. Yeah, all right. The glue we need to use is going to have to be something that holds fabric. And I think what I'll do is I actually will put the glue on this here. So we're going to go right on the edges. We will put that on there. Let's see here. And look, I want to make sure I'm just on the inside of that. I don't want to go on the outside. So we'll fold that over right about there. And then it needs glue. Can we use lace? We can. Now, I'm going to let it thoroughly dry. If you notice, once things dry, that it maybe needs reinforced here, you could do that. I should not do anything with this until it thoroughly dries. Now, again, we're done because that is an old photo, and when you open it up, you could write on here. So there's a couple of easy things, but then Kristen sent me this. It is thick, and it held her K-cups for her favorite coffee. And I wondered if we could use this. I mean, surely we can, right? She sent me fabric. Can we cover? That's not big enough. Aha. But that is... No, it's wonky. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. 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 That works. All right. So what I want to do is put glue all over this. We are actually going to use it as a flip out. And on the other side of the page, we are going to use it as a tuck spot. So we're going to put that on there and cut it off. And now, so this fabric actually Kristen used in the making of this journal. See the cover? Isn't that cool? I need to find a page. But is that page wide enough? Let's check. If it was, yes, okay. So, oh, no, it's not. Oh, I should have checked that first. So I do need to trim some off. Darn it. Is that gonna work? Yeah, but this page isn't really strong enough. I want a page that's, the paper is stronger. Maybe that one. Yes, okay. What we'll do here is I have it wrapped around the page, right? Okay, so we could have this one as the flip out, or this one as the flip out. I'm thinking we'll use this one as the flip out. So what I've got to do is I've got to put glue on this, the front piece, on the bottom and the side. Wherever there's no glue, that'll be our tuck spot. We'll put this here. Oh, you know, I should move it around my finger. I don't want it to ooze out onto the other side because we want the page to actually flip out. Okay. There we go. And we have to, come on now, press it down. So this one folds out. But now we have a tuck spot here and a flip out page here that we can decorate further. But it's thick cardboard and it still works. Now I did want to go back. I want to find that other page we just did. Here it is. Because I forgot. Buttons attached to fabric. Oh, see, I was originally thinking putting that there. No, maybe just a little bit. We'll cut off just 3. There. And then I'm going to grab, I've got buttons here. And I was thinking use maybe a couple of old buttons like that. All right, I finished on my own, so this video wouldn't be too long. So here we go. The lace does work. No extra reinforcements needed. So there's one for today for our, let's see, flip out page and old photos. And then our second one over here, I just put this here because this kind of kept wanting to flop up. So our tuck pocket, I just put, up here, I put a 17. So I remember it's for the 17th prompt. Added that. This came with my journal. It was actually just tucked in with this. And then I got this in the mail, my very first Christmas card. And look, isn't that cute? A little note. And it is from Lydia. We did swap gel plate prints. And I was shocked when I got this. Oh, so sweet. Thank you, Lydia. All right, so that's down in there. And then over here, I just did a bit of a collage. So there she is. And that's on the flip out because those are old photos. Well, they're not. They're Tim Holtz photos, but they're made to look old. So there we go. And then over here, we did another one, a 17, a flip out page. And I added a little tuck spot. And I just gessoed this page so I can write over it. And then I gave it a little bit of scorched timber, just to give it some personality there. So it looks vintage. So then our last one was in this wonderful prayer journal that Laura made me. So what I did was I took a piece of fabric and stamped on it. And then I did just a little bit of a collage. And I used washi tape for this one. Really wide washi tape. but it's a map, and I thought it worked well with the stamping. And I reinforced it on this side, and then just did some stamping and an old photo here. And then remember the book page one? Okay, so I added some old photos here, and some collaging and stamping. And then there's a little story. So this is the woman. She went traveling at age, you guessed it, 17. Where's our, I thought I had another 17 on here somewhere. Right there. I added this little page tab just for fun. Anyway, she went traveling at age 17 overseas, and she went and stayed with a host family. And these are just, that's a photo of her there, and another one. So that's a young girl she met while overseas. And so is this, and so is this. But there's a key here, because in here is a photograph of her favorite memory. And it is when she first got to her host family's house, and she was welcomed with loving open arms, as though it was her own mother, by the woman of the house. And there she is. Lovely day. So it's just a little tag. So that is it for today. We completed day 17. I cannot wait to see what you guys have made. Make sure to email me. My email's in the description box below, because I want to see your fabulous creations. And then, if you want me to, let me know, and I'll showcase you this coming weekend. All right, bye guys. See you tomorrow.